Hi and welcome to my channel. So there are four things that the UK government has officially banned all immigrants from doing in the UK. But the sad thing is that many immigrants are not actually aware of this, and so it is very, very saddening. But if you're interested to know more, leave a comment in the comment section and say I am interested to know more, and I'll send all the details your way, because the immigration rules and policies are pretty strict. And if you stand any chance of getting indefinite leave to remain in the UK or UK citizenship, you cannot go against any one of these, because you will not be eligible and you risk getting deported once you're found out. I mean, I deal with this every day and I see lots of people that are getting deported for what I'm about to tell you. So leave a comment in the comment section and tell me in which country are you at the moment. And please, you must know at least one person in the UK or out of the UK planning to relocate to this beautiful, amazing country. Share this video with them so that they are aware. But if you need support with the best opportunities in the UK, visa sponsorship jobs, getting a job with the NHS, career progression, I am an expert when it comes to all of that. So you can contact me directly. If you check the comment section, you see a link to join my free Telegram group, which is called Nurse Melvis Career Coaching, and then you can contact me that way. But first things first, the first point is going to shock you, but the third point will shock you even more. So the first thing is, if you're an immigrant in the UK, you need to keep track of all the dates that you leave the UK and come back to the UK, as well as what you went to do. Which means if you relocate to the UK, for example, and you're on a visa, if you never leave the UK, in the entire period before you apply for your indefinite leave to remain, that's fine. If you leave the UK 100 times, you need to keep track of all 100 times. Which day did you leave the UK? Which day did you return? Where did you go? And what did you go there to do? Again, many people are not aware. I currently have people who are in my private coaching program that are applying for indefinite leave to remain in the UK, that spend a lot of time out of the UK, they've been traveling out of the UK like, no man's business. And they're like, Melvis, really? I need this evidence. And I'm like, yes, you do need this evidence. And talking about that, free UK nursing courses are currently open, which is the best opportunity in the UK at the moment. You get paid about £30,000 per year to work and study at the same time, and you pay no tuition fees. You don't need a science background. You don't even need healthcare experience to apply. And there is visa sponsorship for the right candidate. So if you're interested, which you should be, leave a comment in the comment section and say, I want to study nursing for free in the UK. The good news is they don't only have nursing courses. They also have courses in things like pharmacy. They've got occupational therapy, and they've got, there's a new course that has just been announced in medicine. So if you want to study for free, these are the sorts of opportunities you want to go for. So leave a comment and say, I want to study for free in the UK, and I'll send the details your way. But if you need support to apply, you want your application to stand now, to be on Slick, then you can contact me directly. If you check the link in bio on here, you see a link to my website, which is called Nurse Melvis Career Coaching. Obviously my YouTube channel, which is Nurse Melvis, and you can contact me that way to get support. So that is the first point. If you are leaving the UK and coming out, you need all of that data, because that is a law. Now, point number two is that if you're an immigrant in the UK, this is for every single immigrant, you are not entitled to public funds. I saw somebody recently who went to apply for, she lost her job and then went to the job center to apply for support because she was struggling. The employer didn't have hours and all of that. You're not entitled to this. You should not be doing this, because one of the requirements to get indefinite leave to remain or UK citizenship, or to be in this country legally, is that you do not access public funds in this country. But you need to know what constitutes public funds and what doesn't. If you need more about this, leave a comment and say, I want more information about public funds, because it is your duty and responsibility to understand the terms and conditions that are associated with the specific visa you have. And every single UK visa has different rules, but these rules I'm talking about apply to all visas. So depending on the visa you have, there'll be other rules that you need to adhere to that someone else on a different visa may not adhere to. And this will come in point number 4, by the way. So again, when it comes to public funds, and by the way, talking about funds, I do have a support group called the Work From Home Tribe, which is there to help you get started earning extra money from home, side hustle ideas that you can get started with today, remote jobs that you can do from anywhere in the world. And so if you're struggling financially, you do not want to be accessing public funds and risking your stay in this country. So when she contacted me, I said to her, look, I've got the Work From Home Tribe. I can support you to get a high paying remote job that you will be in the UK and work from anywhere in the world and make big money, so that your visa sponsorship job is there to keep you in the country, but the remote opportunities, that is where the money is. I'm saying this out of experience because I am an advanced nurse practitioner, by the way. Relocated to the UK myself 14 years ago as a carer in a nursing home. So I know what it means to be broke in this country, to be struggling financially, working extra shifts and living hand to mouth. So 8 years ago, I decided to start work from home jobs, and I currently make about £15,000 every month from these work from home jobs. And it is shocking if I tell you how much I make per year from these opportunities. So it is a big deal. Leave a comment in the comment section and say, I want to make more money from home, and I'll send the details your way. Many of you here have registered. You're members of my work from home tribe. If you've not registered, you should today. So leave a comment and say, I want to register today. When you register, by the way, you have access to the links, the companies immediately. I've put courses that are free for you to do, but the certificates are recognized globally in things such as data entry, data analytics, customer service. I'm also doing a live masterclass on Wednesday to explain things to you, where we're all going to meet and talk about, answer your questions, which jobs can you go for? If you're entry level, which ones should you focus on, and all of that, because you've got to work smart to be able to make more money. So leave a comment and say, I want to make more money from home. Now, point number 2 is, so that's it about public funds, obviously. So you need to know what constitutes public funds for the type of visa you have. Otherwise, you're going to be in deep trouble. Now, the next point is working part-time. If you are an immigrant in the UK, you are not allowed to work part-time. Many people are not aware. So if you're on a work visa, you must 100% work full-time for the entire duration that you're in the UK before you can be eligible for indefinite leave to remain. Let me tell you, many people that have come to the UK in the last 3 years, when it comes the time to apply for indefinite leave to remain, it's going to be very, very messy, because many people have not respected those rules. And the worst thing is, if the next government that I'm thinking that is going to come through is in power at that time, let me tell you, if you're working for a private company now in the UK, you need to switch to the NHS ASAP, because your get out of jail card, is going to be that you're employed by the NHS, and that will make deporting you or declining, indefinite leave to remain from you and all of that, you'll make it more difficult. But if you're working for the private company, the day there's any problem, they're going to just ditch you off and you will be gone. So you're not allowed to work part-time. The only people who can work part-time are people on a student visa during term time. If you have a work visa, it is illegal to work part-time anytime while you're on that visa. And that is a law, by the way. I'm not saying, oh, you can, you can't. No, there are no instances where you should be working, as your, obviously for the main employer that has given you visa sponsorship. So you need to be very careful. Now, the next point is, this is one that is a bit like, now, if you are an immigrant in the UK on a dependent visa, you're now officially banned from getting married to somebody who is on a settled status, for example, indefinite leave to remain or UK passport, and getting another dependent visa from them, which means, for example, if you come to the UK, let's say you get married to a nurse and you come to the UK with them and you have a dependent visa and your wife or husband is a nurse, if that marriage breaks down, and you separate, you cannot just go and get married to somebody who is British or somebody who's got indefinite leave to remain and then get a spouse visa or dependent visa from them again. This is now officially banned as from this year, which means the only option you've got is 1, leave the UK, or 2, find your own visa by yourself, because even if you get married to somebody else, you will not be able to get a visa from them as long as that person's got settled status in the UK. And I think we all know why this has come into place, but anyway, I won't get into the nitty-gritty, but that is now a law, and that is what the government has said. So you need to be very careful, you need to be very smart, very strategic. Mind you, what I'm giving you here is sisterly advice, and I'm talking about this from a recruitment perspective, because what I'm interested in is UK jobs, career progression, and visa sponsorship from an employment perspective, which means you need to check the UK government website to confirm and check information associated with your own visa. But most importantly, you need to get an immigration lawyer if you've got immigration issues. Let me give an example. If somebody wants to come to the UK and they need a job, I can support with that. You're in the UK, you're looking for a job or career progression, I can support you with that. But if you're in the UK, for example, illegally, and you're trying to see how you can become an legal in this country, I cannot support with that, because you need an immigration lawyer. So you need to be very wise, very strategic, and know that when I share these opportunities, it's just to give you a heads up, is to give you just to say this is going on, but you've got to do your own research, because it's your responsibility. So if you need to contact me, yes, please do so. Check the comment section, you see my details. Nurse Melvis Career Coaching, make sure that's legit, and share this with your loved ones.